What if you ruled one of the most powerful empires on Earth, only for history to erase you? This is the story of Hatshepsut, the pharaoh they tried to erase. A woman who seized a man's throne, ruled for over 20 years, and led Egypt to its Golden Age, only to have her name scrubbed from history. But why? And who was responsible? For thousands of years, her legacy was lost. But today, we bring it back. Hatshepsut was born a princess, the daughter of Pharaoh Thutmose I. From a young age, she was surrounded by the grandeur and power of the Egyptian court. Her father, a mighty ruler, saw potential in her that was unmatched by any of his other children. She was intelligent, ambitious, and destined for greatness, but not the throne. Despite her capabilities, the traditions of ancient Egypt dictated that a woman could never ascend to the highest seat of power. In ancient Egypt, women could hold power, but never as pharaoh. They could be influential queens, priestesses, or even regents, but the title of pharaoh was reserved for men. Hatshepsut is more clever than anyone else. Her wisdom and insight are unmatched, far beyond her years. But the gods have spoken. Egypt's ruler must be a king. It is the divine order that a man sits on the throne. She was her father's favorite, trained in statecraft, religion, and diplomacy. Hatshepsut learned the intricacies of governance and the sacred rituals that bound the kingdom together. But when her father died, the throne passed to her half-brother, Thutmose II. Despite her skills and training, the laws of succession were clear. To secure her power, Hatshepsut was married to him, her own stepbrother. This union was both a political necessity and a personal challenge. Thutmose II was pharaoh, but he was frail, weak, and overshadowed by his powerful queen. Hatshepsut's influence grew as she took on more responsibilities, and when he died suddenly, the throne passed to his infant son, Thutmose III. The kingdom was left in a precarious position, but a child couldn't rule alone. The young Thutmose III needed a regent to guide him and maintain the stability of the realm. Egypt stood on the brink of chaos. The people were anxious, and the nobles were divided on who should lead. Who would rule until Thutmose III came of age? The Council of Advisors debated fiercely, each with their own interests at heart. Hatshepsut had a different idea. She saw an opportunity to change her destiny and the course of Egyptian history. She would not just be regent, she would be pharaoh. Defying tradition, she took on the full powers and regalia of a king, becoming one of the most remarkable rulers in ancient history. It was unprecedented, unthinkable, a woman taking the title of pharaoh. In ancient Egypt, the role of pharaoh was reserved exclusively for men, seen as the earthly embodiment of gods. No queen before her had ever done this. The idea of a female ruler was almost inconceivable in the patriarchal society of ancient Egypt. But Hatshepsut didn't care. She took on all the symbols of a king, wearing the royal beard, the crook and flail, and even being depicted as a man in statues and carvings. She knew that to be taken seriously, she had to embody the full image of a pharaoh. This wasn't just a power move. Hatshepsut understood something crucial. Perception is power. By adopting the male regalia, she was not just claiming the throne, but also the divine right to rule. In a world where kings were gods, she had to be seen as one. Her transformation was both a political and religious statement. And so she ruled, not as a queen, but as a king. Her reign was marked by stability and prosperity, proving her capability as a ruler. For the next 2 decades, Hatshepsut would lead Egypt into an era of peace, wealth, and expansion. Her legacy would be remembered as one of the most successful and innovative periods in ancient Egyptian history. With Egypt stable under her reign, Hatshepsut turned to what pharaohs did best: building. She was not just any builder, she was a visionary. Her projects were grand, ambitious, and designed to last for millennia. She commissioned temples, monuments, and obelisks, most of which still stand today. These structures were not only architectural marvels, but also symbols of her reign and divine right to rule. One of her greatest achievements, the tallest obelisk ever built in Egypt, a symbol of her divine power and unmatched legacy. This obelisk still stands as a testament to her incredible reign. She also launched a legendary trade expedition to the land of Punt, a mysterious kingdom rich in gold, incense, and exotic goods. This expedition not only brought wealth, but also established Egypt as a dominant trading power. Under Hatshepsut, Egypt's economy boomed. Trade flourished, markets were bustling, and the wealth of the nation grew exponentially. It was a golden age led by a pharaoh unlike any other. Hatshepsut's reign was marked by prosperity, innovation, and a legacy that would be remembered for centuries. But power is never safe. Hatshepsut had ruled for over 20 years, and now her stepson, Thutmose III, was ready to take his rightful throne. Not long after her death, a shocking thing happened. Someone tried to erase her from history. Her statues were destroyed, her name scrubbed from records, and for nearly 3,000 years, she was forgotten. Hatshepsut's reign was not only marked by her political and military prowess, but also by her grand architectural achievements. Among her most notable projects was the construction of the Temple of Deir el-Bahri. Nestled in the cliffs of the Theban necropolis, this magnificent temple stands as a testament to her vision and ambition. Designed by her trusted architect, Senenmut, the temple was a marvel of engineering and artistry. It featured terraces that ascended towards the cliffs, adorned with lush gardens, statues, and intricate carvings that depicted Hatshepsut's divine birth and her expeditions to the land of Punt. The Temple of Deir el-Bahri was not just a religious monument, it was a statement of power and legitimacy. By aligning herself with the gods and showcasing her ability to undertake such monumental projects, Hatshepsut cemented her place in history as a ruler of exceptional capability. Her architectural legacy extended beyond Deir el-Bahri. She initiated numerous building projects across Egypt, including the erection of obelisks at Karnak and the enhancement of several temples. These constructions not only served religious purposes, but also reinforced her image as a divine and eternal ruler. Hatshepsut's architectural endeavors left an indelible mark on ancient Egyptian history. Her ability to blend artistic beauty with structural innovation set a precedent for future pharaohs and left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire awe to this day. For centuries, Hatshepsut's legacy lay hidden beneath the sands of time, her achievements obscured by the deliberate erasure orchestrated by her successors. It wasn't until the 19th and 20th centuries that archaeologists and historians began to piece together the story of this remarkable pharaoh. The rediscovery of Hatshepsut's temple at Deir el-Bahri was a pivotal moment in this journey. Explorers such as Jean-François Champollion and Sir John Gardner Wilkinson played crucial roles in bringing her story back to light. Their meticulous work in deciphering hieroglyphs and cataloguing artifacts provided the foundation for understanding Hatshepsut's reign. In the 20th century, the efforts of Egyptologists like Howard Carter and Edouard Naville further unveiled the grandeur of Hatshepsut's architectural projects. The discovery of her mortuary temple and the subsequent excavation of her tomb in the Valley of the Kings revealed the extent of her influence and the sophistication of her rule. These findings not only shed light on Hatshepsut's reign, but also challenged long-held perceptions about female leadership in ancient Egypt. The detailed records and artifacts unearthed by modern archaeologists have helped to restore Hatshepsut's place in history, showcasing her as a visionary leader who defied conventions and left an enduring legacy. Today, Hatshepsut stands as a symbol of resilience and innovation. Her story, once nearly lost to time, now inspires new generations of historians and enthusiasts. The rediscovery of her legacy has profoundly impacted our understanding of ancient Egypt, illustrating the complexities and achievements of one of its greatest rulers. As we continue to explore the sands of Egypt, who knows what other forgotten stories await rediscovery, ready to reshape our understanding of history once more. What do you think? Was Hatshepsut the greatest pharaoh Egypt ever had? Comment below and let's discuss. Hit like and subscribe for more epic history.